Good morning. Happy Friday to everyone. My name is Precious Moore. I am a beauty guide in training with Limelight Bow Outcome, and today we're here to talk about leadership is a skill. Leadership is a skill, and I thought this was a great topic to talk about because I'm already doing a book series on my personal page from a book that I've been reading called um, here it is, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And it's pretty much a leadership book. It shows you how to deal with people, the fundamental techniques, and how to deal with people as someone in a leadership position of any nature. And so I'm just going to pin out some few points of what I've been reading to share with you and a few quotes. Before I point out some of the points in this book, I'll read off some of these quotes by John Maxwell that give you great examples or for leadership and how it is a skill. The first one, it says, "The secret of your success is determined by your daily agenda." And that particular quote, I think, is very important. We have a great leader over Beauty Mavens, Christina Hernandez, and I believe she gives a great example in how leadership is a skill. And by this quote, "The secret of your success is determined by your daily agenda." Her daily agenda is very tactful with her team and how she operates and how she connects with everyone, how she communicates the vision or communicates everything that needs to be done for her team, and how she utilizes her team in order to complete the task. Another quote says, "Leaders must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them." So, in other words, with being a leader, you're able to be able to relate with your audience, relate to your group, relate with your team or those who are under you. You're able to relate with them, but still hi, thanks for joining, Sarah. You're able to still be far ahead enough to be able to still lead them in the direction that they may go. You have people that are, if you're a leader over them, that may need a little push or may need organization or may need some type of influence to pull them up to a leadership role or pull them up to do better and be the best that they can. So that's why with this quote, a leader must be close enough to relate to others, but far enough ahead to motivate them. That is a great skill as a leader. The next quote, which is the last quote I'll share with this, it says, "Good leaders must communicate vision clearly, creatively, and continually. However, the vision doesn't come alive until the leader models it. Leadership is influence." So, in that quote, what it's basically saying is that with a good leader, they communicate the vision and they creatively do that and be clear with that and what they're trying to accomplish with their team or whomever is under them, and they continue to do that. It's just like how Christina every day gives us our numbers for the team, where we stand and so forth. She communicates what she wants done. She allows us also to help articulate goals for the full the beauty mavens as a whole. So this is something that we already are learning from our very own leader, and how leadership is a skill and how to use the skill as a leader. However, if we're not doing what is being shown to us or whatever, the vision doesn't come alive until we actually uphold the vision. We actually take the time, hi Hannah, thanks for joining, until we take the time to actually do the things that have been communicated and articulated and outlined and structured for us to do. So those are the quotes that I wanted to share with you, and how leadership is a skill. Now, for those that are just joining in, I was talking about this book that I've already been sharing on my personal page about leadership, because I'm learning about it and I'm preparing myself for a team and so forth with being new into the company. And so the name of this book is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And in this book, it just gives you a lot of different principles and how to be a leader, basically. And so the first few principles, techniques with being a leader, and I'll go over them real quickly. I'm not going to read the book or whatever. I have lots of notes here, but we're not going to, hold a lot of your time. So principle one as a leader and how you have to use leadership as a skill is don't criticize, condemn, or complain. So that's one way. One of the first principle as a leader, when you're dealing with people and those that are under you, you don't want to criticize, condemn, or complain. Principle number two. You want to be able, sorry about that. Principle number two, you want to give honest, sincere appreciation for those who are under you. You want to show them that you appreciate everything that they're doing. There are many ways to do that, especially in our field. You may not be able to connect with everyone on a one-on-one basis, depending on how big your team is or not. It's just all according to the style of the leader. And so however you choose to do that, you want to be creative and be able to show those that are under you that you appreciate them. Also, you be honest with them where they stand, and what they're doing to become better leaders themselves. They're sharing honest opinions with you, and not necessarily in a way that's critical, but in a way where it's how do you say it? It's good criticism. I can't remember the term that you use, but using critique to help make a person better in their position. As a leader, you have to use skill to do that. And that second principle is just being honest and sincere and showing appreciation. Yes. Third principle, as we already know, many leaders do this on their own team. You want to be able to build a morale with your team. Some leaders do incentives and so forth, but the third principle in doing this is arousing in the other person an eager want. As a leadership, this is a skill that you definitely have to. This is part of the morale that you build for your team. Give them an eager, arouse something within them that wants to do whatever it is to get a task done, whether it's a contest or whatever type of initiative you take to get your team eager and excited about getting something done to reach a goal. And then so again, principle 1, 2, and 3, don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Principle 2, give honest, sincere appreciation. Principle 3, arousing the other person an eager want. If I'm going too fast, feel free to let me know in the comments below. I just want to make sure I get all this good, valuable information out to share with you guys that I'm enjoying sharing with others on my personal page and for myself as I'm preparing myself as a leader. Part 2, in dealing with being a leader and using it as a skill for your team and those who you are over. Principle 1, you have to become genuinely interested in other people. If you're striving to be a leader of some sort, if you're not interested in people, I just don't know what to tell you. How you gonna be in a field that deal with people? You have to show some type of interest in people. You can be the most introverted person on earth, and trust me, I am that one. But I do know how to be an extrovert at any given time when I need to be. I have a balance in between the two. But as a leader, a skill that you have to use is to show interest in people, a genuine interest. What does that mean? When you're connecting with someone, when you first meet someone, hi, how are you? My name is Precious. What is your name? You have any kids? Are you married? Dating anyone? What kind of things you like to do? You like coffee? That's like one of my first things I ask anyone is about coffee, because that's just my thing. I love coffee, and if you don't love coffee, I love you, but I don't know what's wrong with you. Coffee is the business. See, I got mine right here. Let's take a sip. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for joining. May need a little sugar in that. But anyhow, you have to show a genuine interest in people when you're out and about. I remember about a week ago when I was out, me and my husband were running around, and I went into a gas station to pick up something very quickly. And the first thing I did when I walked in, I was smiling, right? I was smiling, right? Like, hi, and the cash register, he was like, well, hi, how are you, and I said, well, I'm doing well, how are you? And he responded back, and we just had some small talk, and he was like, man, you just seem like a really nice person. He said, I wish I can just give you your stuff for free. And I was like, oh, well, that's just so kind of you. I wish you could too. But my whole point is that whenever this is something that you do personally, but as a leader, it's you don't always have to be on, when you're out and about. But a great skill is being able to just connect with people and showing that you're interested in them. People have all kind of backgrounds. You don't know about where they come from, the things that they've been through, things that they like to do or don't do, if they have family or not. Hi, April. Until you ask questions. And the great a skill that a leader has to use is being able to allow people to be able to speak for themselves, share themselves as you're asking questions about them, so that you can get to know them. And then the more that you get to know the people that you connect with allows you to become a better leader in how to utilize them in tasks that you need, and be able to just use their strengths where they're needed to be used, and even help build upon their weaknesses where they're weak. So a skill that a leadership has to have is showing genuine interest in people. Don't you feel good when you're in a store or even on a team or anything, and someone just reaches out to you and just say, hey, how are you? I just thought about you. Or what's going on with you? I saw on your page that you like this or something like that. It's showing a genuine interest and showing that you care and that you thought about someone was on your mind or heart. This is a skill that has been lacked in many areas, especially in our field, that leaders are not taking advantage of. People are so stuck on meeting numbers and getting goals. Like for me, I have truly revamped my business right now. I'm at the bottom. And the reason why is because I'm learning to build relationships in a different way. It's not all about, numbers are great, and I'll be reaching numbers that I would like to reach, but I'm learning to build relationships, connect with people, learn about people, and so forth. So these are skills, that are just not normal to just on a personal basis, but it's a skill that a leader must have. Hey, Lindsay, thanks for joining. In order to be a leader, and have success, is showing a genuine interest in people. And some of you who are already friends with me, you're just kind of getting a little repeat of what I've already been sharing on my personal page, from the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. He gives a lot of things in this book that help you learn the skills as a leader, in leadership, and how to deal with people, and techniques that can be used in so many different creative ways. Most of all, as a leader, don't compare yourself to other people, okay? You cannot compare yourself to other people. Be who you are. Shine the way that you shine. Be just if you're quirky like me, be quirky. Nothing's wrong with being quirky. It's who you are, but when you are yourself, you become comfortable in who you are, and you attract organic, whatever it is, you attract organic things to you because you're just being yourself. You're not overthinking. You're not trying to do too much to be like someone else, but you're just relaxing. You're just relaxing. You're just relaxing, and you're just gonna shine. If you speak low, speak low. If you speak high and pitchy and all these other things, do those things. Whatever it is, be you. Don't be ashamed to be you. Appreciate you first. Appreciate who you are and what you can offer to others. You have to be comfortable with that. If you're shy, hi. Be shy. It's okay. Nothing's wrong with that, you know. You don't have to be so outgoing or whatever. Just find out what your strengths are and you utilize those the most to just be a leader. And then, you know, as you go and you get more comfortable, things will kind of come together and gel together, and you'll attract people that will do for you. You will attract people that will work with you and make you better as a leader because you're just being your genuine self. Thanks, April. Preach. Okay, so, and I can go on and on and on about this because, you know, I have very great leadership skills, but a problem where I lacked was in how, let's just be honest, as a leader, and this is something I've already been sharing, and this is just a subject that I'm connecting with and learning from. As a leader, life happens, things happen, and what do you do as a leader in order to keep ticking, to keep moving, to keep building up your team? As a leader, you have to keep going. You have to be consistent. You have to be persistent. You have to keep doing all the things that you've been doing while life is happening, you know. As a leader, you have to be the one. You have to build your own strength. And I don't know, you know, if you, whatever kind of beliefs that people have or not, but you have to have something within you that won't stop, can't stop until you reach the top, can't stop, won't stop until you reach a goal. Keep shining, do things that you never done before. You read things that will make you a better person, especially as a leader. You go get books that will help you as a leader that talk all about leadership. You know, find people that are already leaders that you want to mock after and be like, and study them, study what they do. And as you study their skills and what they use, then you can start applying those same principles and techniques to your own self as a leader to become a better leader. So good morning, Australia. I hope I'm saying that right. I know the very first time I said your name, I said Estrella, and I'm not sure if it's Estrella or Australia. So forgive me if I said that wrong. Good morning. But as a leader, you definitely want to make sure that you learn skills, people skills. If you're shy, and the thing about being shy, you can be shy, but you still want to find things that's going to take you out of your comfort zone to be a better leader, because you have to connect with people. You know, if you're like me at a period of time in life, you can, you know, isolate yourself. You can't isolate yourself as a leader. You have to open up, put yourself out there, because these are skills that we are learning. I'm very impressed with the Beauty Mavens team overall and the tasks that are given, how everything is set up. We have a great leader to personally, if you're not a fan, okay, that's fine. But I love our leader over the Beauty Mavens and how she has set everything up. She is using skills that we should all be paying attention for our own teams, and how she set up all these trainings. A great leader makes other people great leaders, and so I can really appreciate that about her. So we're coming to a close on everything that I mentioned. Remember the principles. Show genuine interest in people. Don't be afraid to smile and be yourself and to connect with other people. If it's just asking a few questions, make sure you follow up with people. And just not be afraid. Have no fear. Have no fear in stepping out and doing things that you've never done as a leader. And also, when you're dealing with people under you, you have to use skill even with things that are conflicting. And that's not a fun subject to talk about, but as a leader, you do have to use skill in dealing with conflict. How do you do that? Well, you find ways in how you can approach people, and that's the key. You have to have a an approach with someone where it's not negative, it's not critical, it's not to where, you know, your tone is very offensive. You want to be able to, just like if you work, I remember when working in a corporate office, and usually most people will set time aside or call you into an office, and then, you know, you just want to have an approach that is inviting, but yet you can still handle the conflict with ways without offending someone or making someone feel uncomfortable. And in doing that, you find things that deal with conflict in many books, to learn of how you can deal with different personalities. There are so many different books on personalities on its own, and you can learn how to deal with someone that may be choleric, very, you know, straightforward, and then you may have someone that's phlegmatic, that's very, you know, easygoing, and will just, you know, take everything that you say and just, you know, and going on and on and on. Learn the skills to be a leader and whatever it takes to be a great leader. Not just a good leader, but the best leader to make great leaders. And so I hope everything that I've shared with you was of some value. There's so much I wanted to share with you, but I want to make sure I stay obedient with the time range that we're supposed to be in. I wish everyone to have a great day, be amazing, smile. It's cloudy here and cool. I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready, but that's okay. I'm still going to shine anyways, and it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Beauty Mavens, and be amazing. Seize your day. Make every minute counts, because it does matter. My name is Precious Moore. Today we talked about leadership is a skill, and I'm a beauty guide in training with Limelight by Alcone. And have a wonderful Friday. Happy weekend to you all. Thank you for all the hearts and the love. Bye.